Okay, we're going to try something different here. We're going to do a new family type. We're going to go back into our families. So this time we're going to look at a line-based narrative family. We'll click open here. Okay, now the first thing you want to do normally with this type of family, you might want to go in and change the category. Now, this type of family is going to be a stiffener or framing type because we're going to control this with this line. So let's just click OK here for right now, and let's get started. So as you see, we have a reference line already in this template, ready to go. And what we need to do is we want to get this family item to control it. We want to draw a sketch, basically a sweep or a profile right into this family. So the first thing I want you to do, I want you to select the sweep command, and we'll do sketch a path. And what we'll use here, we'll just use the pick line command. So we'll pick this line and select it, and there's our line. And we look here and you'll notice that it's locked, which you can look down here. So let's hit the check mark and say OK. Now, once we have our line selected, we want to go in this, we want to edit this profile. So once we do that, you'll notice the box will pop up and it'll ask us what view. So it doesn't matter. We want to go and look into we're going to open the left view. That's okay. So now we're in this view. And what we want to do now is go here while we're in that view, and we want to draw we want to just draw from, oh, I'm sorry. We want to draw a line here. And we want to go right to the center and just drag this guy out to about here. Okay. And cancel out of it. Then what I'd like you to do is select this line, and we want to just mirror this over. And now we have the two lines here. And let's modify out of it. So we have our two lines. So what we can do now is we want to create angles, and these will be parameters. So we'll go to the Annotate tab, select the angle. We'll pick up this angle. Now, one thing I want you to do, let's do this again. We're going to make sure we pick the reference line there and there. That's very important because there and there. Okay. So now we have our two angles. They seem to be working okay. And then what we want to do here, we want to hit the modify, get out of this command. And we want to select it. Actually, we can select both of these. Hit the control key. And we add a label. And we want to call this angle. And this is going to be an instance parameter. We'll say OK. Now, this is OK. What happened here? Just OK. Doesn't really matter. And so we want to go here. And let's flex some of these angles to make sure they work properly. Let's go to 40 degrees, apply, yep. And let's go with a 30. Okay, so that's working good. So we have our parameter for our angles. And then what we want to do is we want to select this guy, hit the temporary dimension command, and we want to make this also a parameter. Actually, let's make this fast and easy. Let's do it like this. Let's shut these off for now. Well, we can leave them on. So let's do this. Let's select this line we created, hit the temporary dimension. This one as well, the temporary dimension, and now we have two dimensions, and we'll drag these up here. And what we'll do now, we'll grab these two, and control, grab the two, and we'll add a label. And we'll call this leg length. And there'll also be instance parameters, and we'll say OK. Okay, now we have our angle, and then we have our angles. So we go on our types, you'll see that we have our parameters all set, our leg length. Let's just flex our legs just to make sure everything's okay here. Let's make this even 12 inches. Okay, looks good. Now, let's go in and create another parameter. This is what we want to do now. We want to do this. We want to go and create a line here. Just make sure this is okay. Let's just bring this line to here and bring another one. We got stuff in the way here. Could shut this off really, but let's just leave it on for now. It doesn't really matter. Let's draw another line here. Actually, I like to just mirror this across. I'm lazy. Just mirror that over there. Now, okay, what we'll do now is let's go in and use our pick line command, and we'll give this an offset of 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so we'll go here, we'll pick an 1/8 there. Yep, we'll go 1/8 of an inch. So let's go here. I don't want to make sure we get that on the right side. So now we have all of these lines in here. So let's modify out of it and let's clean this up. So we'll trim this edge. We'll trim this edge. Oh, we missed that one. Go here to here. And let's go make sure we got the center point trimmed in there. Okay. Now, let's move on here. So we have our parameters in place. Okay, look, you want to add one more. It's a good thing we checked that. So let's go here and let's add another parameter. We'll label here. That's 1/8 of an inch. Another label here. Okay. Now, let's hit the modify to escape the command. Let's go control, and let's add a label to these two. And let's call this thickness. And this will also be an instance parameter. Okay. Now let's say okay. There. We have all our parameters, and let's go on and do some flexing here. And actually, let's clean this up. Let's do this. Let's make this scale a little bigger. Okay, that's better. So we can see what's going on here. Yep, we got that there. Now let's flex our thickness. These are all defaults because they're type parameters. I mean, they're instance parameters. So let's make our thickness 1. See what happens here. And let's change this. Just go apply. Okay. That looks good. So everything's flexing, but I think we want to make this a little smaller. Let's knock the thickness down to 3 inches. Okay, looks good. Nothing's falling apart. So once we get everything here, we want to go and we want to finish our sketch. And there's our sketch finished. And let's finish again. And there we go. So now, let's go and look at our parameters and do a little more flexing. Our length is 4. Let's make it 6 for the heck of it. Okay, notice the stretch is coming from the end. That's okay. So now what we want to do is we want to add a new parameter here. Okay, this is good for right now. So now what we want to do is simply go in and open a project. Let's go in architectural. I do want to do a little more flexing. Let's just make our leg length a little longer here. We want to make sure this thing flexes because we get in a lot of trouble because we don't want it to fall apart. Yep, there we go. I think this is good. Let's change our thickness. Now, with this type of family, I broke all the rules. We didn't use reference planes and things we normally use. But this is a case just showing you how let's go make this 1 inch. Okay, this is looking good. So now let's go ahead and let's open up a project and test this guy out. Okay. Now I want to window tile this, and I want to go and I want to load this into my family. So let's go load into project. Okay, and we want to place on the work plane. There you go. Okay, now we don't see it now because I didn't put it in the category and it's not visual, but let's go to 3D view. There you go. There it is. So this is a line-based family. And what happens with this guy, we can adjust it to different lengths and what have you. Here, so and there. So anyway, this is a line-based family. Practice a few of these. We broke a lot of rules here. We didn't use that many reference planes, although we can go in and change some things because these are all type parameters. I mean, instance parameters, and as you can see, they could be changed right over here. So I can change this to 40. Okay, very slight change. Let's make the leg lengths. Let's change them to 1. Okay, So anyway, we learned another family type. This is a generic line-based family. Uh, Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe. It helps me out a lot.